It's often considered a kind of mystery why Adam Smith didn't write more clearly about the Industrial Revolution. It's perhaps when you look at Smith's discussions of the rise of towns and nobles spending their money on baubles and trinkets rather than supporting workers on the land that you can see this in Smith most clearly. So, to the extent the Industrial Revolution was first and foremost a consumer revolution, as has been stressed by such contemporary writers as McKendrick, well, in that regard, Smith, in a way, did see the onset of the Industrial Revolution. He just didn't focus so much on all those machines. And that there could be discontinuous jumps in the command of humanity over, say, energy and material resources. Instead, Smith is still quite worried about the notion of keeping capital intact, as is reflected by his analysis of productive and unproductive labor, and he actually suggests it's agriculture which stands the greatest chance of keeping capital intact and extending it. We all know Smith's famous discussion of the pin factory, but notice that pins are actually a consumer good, and it's reflecting the consumer revolution angle of the Industrial Revolution. Smith, by the way, calls his pin factory a trifling manufacture. I think arguably that's ironic, but it's not ironic in the sense that Smith saw these much bigger and better machines as more or less around the corner. An arguably more transformative industrial revolution based on larger scale use of fossil fuels, and you can think of that as starting sometime around 1870, and that's what's giving birth to what we call the modern world, not this earlier industrial revolution starting in the 18th century.